you are looking for the most viewed, most famous sci-fi movies you can watch on Amazon, this video is not for you. We will give you underrated hidden gems of science fiction genre, movies you didn't watch or even heard about. So, prepare to discover most weird, beautiful, haunting, and imaginative sci-fi films you can watch on Amazon Prime now. Too often, contemporary science fiction movies are just thrillers pumped up with special effects, where glossy picture tends to matter more than ideas in these action flicks. Advantageous is the opposite. A small budget, a small-scale film that proves our greatest threat won't be rampaging robots or alien invasions, but the same hard-charging menace that's haunted the planet since time immemorial. People. The movie tells the tale of a mother making desperate sacrifices to ensure a future for her daughter in an increasingly unaffordable near future. It presents an intimate dystopian vision, which while primarily focuses on the individual scale of mostly familiar-looking world, implements futuristic elements very well. CGI cityscapes portrayed with credible leaps forward in architecture and transportation. These views are often interrupted by smoke from explosions created by rebel forces, which the film leaves teasingly unexplained. Advantageous succeeds in posing interesting ideas about survival in a futuristic society. This small-budget gem is a film that every sci-fi fans should tick off their list.
Radiation is holding steady. We're at 50 millisieverts per hour, within acceptable limits.
I'll check if I can see her upstairs.
For our next film, we also stay in the near future. Prepare to be sucked into a vacuum of suspense set in a post-NASA world when space travel has become a matter of private enterprise. This sci-fi thriller takes its science aspects very seriously and uses a found footage format to dial up the realism. Europa Report recounts the fictional story of a cruise mission to Europa, a moon of Jupiter. The astronauts' search for signs of life is ostensibly shot using cameras positioned aboard their spacecraft. Their video diaries have been cannily reassembled into something genuinely compelling. Almost every scene is presented as footage transmitted from the ship's voyage, spliced together with commentary from an on-the-ground commander who recalls the moment when the video feed suddenly went dark. As you might expect, their mission doesn't go well, yet it avoids the usual technobabble, because the astronauts conceived as dedicated individuals with an actual aptitude for science. They encounter perils of a far more persuasive and unsettling nature than just aliens. The problems are fairly simple, even banal, which is why it seems so convincing. The crew's setbacks are rooted in technical malfunctions and human miscalculations. Without contriving any sort of obvious threat, the film conveys the terror of deep space as a still, silent void, indifferent to human suffering or survival. So watch Europa Report and imagine what the future of space travel might really be like. For those looking for a science fiction film that's made outside of Western framework, Il Mare, The Sea in Italian, should definitely fit the bill. It focuses on two people who live in separate timelines 2 years apart, but are able to communicate with one another through a mailbox. Sounds familiar? It is because the film has been remade in several other languages, including an American version titled The Lake House, with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. The South Korean original is a sweet and romantic film and explores the nature of time and human connection. It can boast exquisite long shots and stunning cinematography, pushing the lens back and allowing us a distant view of a beach house on stilts. That itself forms a vital cornerstone of the film's success. While the film's main focus is love and relationship, it is also about loneliness and a modern view on solitude. The woman experiences it in the buzzing city as she tucked away in her own apartment. For him, the beach house, at times, feels like it is on the edge of the world. The simplicity of the romance genre is taken in fresh and interesting directions here. The movie has secured itself a cult following, and decades later it still provides an innovative, time-scrambled take on the romance trope. So, for romantic film and sci-fi genre, watch Il Mare. Our next movie depends on a strong central performance and a thought-provoking storyline. Infinity Chamber is mind-boggling with unexpected twists and turns. It follows the story of Frank Lerner, played by Christopher Soren Kelly, who gets stuck in an automated prison after getting arrested inside a coffee shop. Inside, he maintains they've got the wrong guy, but the only entity he can complain to is a robotic security camera named Howard.
I haven't done anything wrong. What am I being charged with?
You're not being charged with anything. You're being processed.
Processed? Listen, I don't know what you think I've done or who you think I am, but it's a mistake.
This, Hal-like inflection, has only one purpose: to keep Frank alive. Although physically constrained, Frank discovers that while replaying in his mind the events that brought him to this place, he has the ability to partially alter fragments of reality. So, it will be difficult to draw the line between dreams and reality. This claustrophobic, dystopian thriller will play with your emotions and will leave a great impact on you.
And if you decide to stay in town, that's okay. No, I didn't have much planned for today, but... But I'm sure I can think of something. I can just talk to you later tonight, right?
You okay, Howie?
Oh, yeah. I'm fine.
In the Vast of Night, director Andrew Patterson works low-budget wonders in his audacious feature debut. Paying homage to a bygone era of television serials and sci-fi B-movies, the eerie nighttime action plays out close to real time. At the center, a small New Mexico town in the 50s, which like the rest of the US is gripped with tales of Soviet infiltration and extraterrestrial visitation. Fast-talking, savvy teen Everett presents his radio show. Alongside him is Faye, a science enthusiast who works at the telephone exchange and is eager to experiment with her reel-to-reel recorder. Both hear a strange thrumming noise that seems to break through the ether into the airwaves. Meanwhile, reports of something in the skies coincide with mysterious calls, offering bizarre explanations. Is town the subject of a foreign invasion? What have the US government been hiding all these years? The movie is full of stunning cinematography, with audacious extended shots that take us all the way across town, brilliantly establishing its geography. As with so many of its genre predecessors, beneath the surface lurks a socio-economic subtext. It's significant that the only people who seem to know what's really going on are exactly the type that no one in this small-town world takes seriously. So, lean forward and look a little bit deeper. Listen just a little more closely.
All right, thank you. Goodbye. Thank you, goodbye. People are saying there's something in the sky.
Tell us, did you watch any of these movies? Did you like them? Write your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next video.